Woo! Same setup, same look, everything as my January video. Wonder why? So this video is going to be different from what I've done before. It's not going to be a tutorial or a traveling video or a rant. It's going to be about me, mostly, but hopefully what I will say is something that you guys can use too. I am going to talk about insecurities. So, insecurities, we all have them. Seriously, you can't find a single person who will say that they are free of insecurities. I wouldn't say they're not confident, because you can be insecure and confident at the same time. We all have them. Even the most secure person will have insecurities, because I think that our insecurities is actually what makes us a little stronger in the end when you find them and you acknowledge them. So you can probably ask yourself why somebody like me, who actually has rather a lot of insecurities, why I will cosplay and make videos and really put myself out there. And that's because I have kind of harnessed my insecurities. They're still there and they're still thriving and they still bring me down from time to time, but I learned to use that kind of downtime and down feeling for something positive. What are my insecurities? Facial hair? It might sound weird to you, but both my eyebrows, I pluck them to about half the thickness, and then I also trim the hairs. So they're quite massive, and because I am a naturally dark-haired girl, my lady stash is also dark. So I have to shave that, and I also have to take care of my chin sometimes, because I do get the single black hair once in a while that my foundation won't cover. I also have some body image problems, thank you past experiences, but again, what girl don't have? I am scared of not being good enough at an academic level, and I am also generally just insecure about my own performance. It will seem weird that I do so well academically. I cosplay people who are more or less at a stage of undressed and showing a lot of legs, and I put myself out here, my face that I'm not really comfortable with on YouTube. Why would I do that when it's kinda like I'm super insecure about everything? I do that because I have acknowledged that these are my weak points, and I take that insecure feeling and I look at it and say, okay, I can either kind of just withdraw and not experience life because I'm scared that somebody might point out that, oh my god, your eyebrows are just so like unkept. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your lady stash is kind of showing. Do you need a eraser or something? Because I have acknowledged my insecurities, that they just pointed out to me, is for the first time, it's not a newsflash. The first time you get told something like, the first time I got told I had a lady stash, it was like being punched in the stomach, because it was a boy that I liked, and then he pointed that out, and having a lady stash is not something high on top of the list of being feminine and attractive. So that made me super sad. But now it's like, yes, I have that, and whoa, you pointed that out to me, a fact that I have known for the last 10 years. Whoa, thank you, Sherlock. Do I need to pay for this service? Like, it's just when you accept it, and it's like, yes, I do try to shave it, but sometimes I don't have time because I have a life. And I honestly, if you don't like my face, then stop looking at it. Sometimes I get super like, oh, my face needs to be shaven and I need to work out every single part of my body because I can't have a not perfect body, and oh my god, oh, and I just feel so ugly, and ugh, that feeling when you get really down on yourself, I try to take that and turn it around and be like, well, I don't want to feel like that, so I will work on my body because I know it makes me feel good, and I will try to groom myself regularly because it also makes me feel good, because I don't have to think about other people noticing my imperfections. And if they do notice it, it's just like, well, yeah, that's, I know. And you don't have to tell me because I know. Super cool of you pointing it out though. You couldn't guess that I don't really like having a lady stash. It more reflects on the person who say that to you than the person it's said about, I think. I would say there are 4 things that is important to remember when you talk about insecurities. 1 thing is we all have them. 2, try to work with them. There are some insecurities that you can actually kind of get over, and then there's some you won't never get over. But one time I was super nervous about talking in front of people, and now I'm here making YouTube videos and I teach and I have no problem giving lectures and everything. So I overcome that insecurity, so you can work with them and sometimes you can overcome them. 3rd is not to be sad about not being able to overcome your insecurities if you can't. Like, I'm always going to be self-conscious and insecure about my facial hair amount, and that's just how it is because I'm always going to grow facial hair. The 4th thing is just try to be happy at whatever stage you're at in dealing with your insecurities, accepting them, finding them. Change is not easy and dealing with your insecurities will always be hard, but just remember, we all have them, I have them, you have them, and your mama will have them too. I'd love to hear what you think about this subject. If you have some of the same insecurities as me and you want to know how I dealt with them, please just write me. I think life is too short to be miserable, and yeah.